Hi everyone, Volt here. I have to say that I'm really seeing very bad things these days. Climate change is already affecting people and communities around the world, and it's only getting worse. That's why it's important to focus not just on reducing emissions, but also on building resilience to the impacts of climate change.
Agriculture is one of the sectors most vulnerable to the impacts of climate change. That's why the AIM-4C initiative, which the US and UAE are partnering on, is so important. It aims to promote climate-smart agriculture and food systems innovation to help farmers adapt to changing conditions.
Building infrastructure that's resilient to extreme weather is another important part of adaptation. That's why the US and UAE are working together to promote climate-resilient infrastructure through initiatives like the Global Covenant of Mayors for Climate and Energy.
Protecting ecosystems like coral reefs is also crucial for building resilience. Coral reefs provide important habitat for fish and other marine life, as well as protecting coastlines from storm surges. That's why the US and UAE are partnering on initiatives like the Coral Reef Task Force to protect and conserve coral reefs around the world.
Building resilience is not just about big infrastructure projects or global initiatives. It's also about building resilience into our daily lives. Community gardens, for example, can provide a source of fresh food and help build social connections in a community.
Green infrastructure like trees and other vegetation can help cool our cities and reduce the urban heat island effect. That's why the US and UAE are working together to promote green infrastructure through initiatives like the Urban Green Growth Initiative.
Building resilience is not just about adapting to the impacts of climate change. It's also about creating a more just and equitable society. That's why the US and UAE are also working together to promote climate justice, which means ensuring that the most vulnerable communities are not disproportionately affected by the impacts of climate change.
Building resilience is a global challenge that requires collective action. The US and UAE are just two of the many countries and organizations working to build a more resilient world.
Let's work together to build resilience and adapt to the impacts of climate change.